Alright, you guys, the last episode of the whole final season. So, let's get started. Alright, so, as Diamond was sitting in her office and the five gems were telling Diamond about the stuff about looking in a little bit more evidences, as they continue on talking about this, many minutes had passed in the episode, and Diamond had found out evidences, and Diamond was like saying, I decided to sentence them to be cut in half, and then as she had signed the death warrant, and that's when, and around this scene is when she signed the death warrant. She told the guards about this, and after the minutes of that has passed, because they had actually found something good. But after all that was going on, after she had signed the death warrant, all the five gems had a conversation like, let's see if I can pick character, uh, Lapis was then saying, um, do you actually get used to, killing your children? And then Diamond saying, I always do. I always get used to it. I just want to give them, some of the children I care, most of the children I care about, most other children I care about is that I give them merciful death, that because I would know that I would never see them again, because I know I will never see them again. And Diamond might have also said, of course, in the end of the sentence, like, I will never see them again, of course. And after the conversation was going on there, then the guards came in, they came in, and she had said that they were sentenced to be cut in half, and then they were set up to that. And after, while they were setting up for the execution, oh yes, we also get get some scenes about them having conversations and stuff, like Kavalite and Androdites about this, and that was before Lapis was asking, before the scene where Lapis was asking Diamond a question about, has she been getting used to that stuff about killing her own children. So after that scene, and after the preparing execution scene, Diamond had then walked to the two to our daughters about that are they, like, they had decided that she had decided to cut them in half, with it, like, decided to sentence them to be cut in half. And then the two gems were like, oh my goodness, they were relieved by that, as they were standing up to their, as they were saying that to their mother. And Diamond, after a conversation that with Diamond, that Kavalite was saying that, well, you see, that we had no choice, that I had Androdites coming up with the ideas of this, and I had come up with the idea with Androdite, and with Androdite having the idea of Willemite and Haldretite, to have the diamonds to be destroyed. But then you had to execute them for that, and then we had no choice. And oh yeah, just to let you guys know that it's not really like you expect a sad thing. It's like funny Moles episodes, like, oh my god, please spare us, like something like that. And as Diamond was walking, as the conversation was over, like, Diamond would might not see them at the execution, and they were panicking, and they were kind of panicking, scared about this, and because they were still gonna die. But then, as Diamond came back to her office, the gems, she decided to find some ways to, like, if actually decided to spare or postpone the execution because she found out ways that she can have them as proteges. And you'll get to see the surprising later, and and if she doesn't choose them, she can. And if she doesn't choose them, she can pick. No, actually, no. We're not doing that, okay? Because last time they quit, and I don't know why I came up with the idea of that. Because last time they quit or the job, because they quit for their mother yelling at them and being angry at them. So Diamond is not coming up with an idea of that. So I guess I actually so I have an idea. So instead, let's say that Diamond had left him after the conversation was over. Um, and as Diamond did not want to attend the execution, the after I'm gonna say this one more time that after Diamond left them in their cells after the conversation was over, then we fade to the next scene where in the execution where they are kneeling down, having their Androdite and Kavalite's long hair returned, like were wrapped into buns because they were about to be beheaded. They had the gems are on the back of their necks, and as the guards, and instead of making it funny, we're just making it emotional characters. Uh, hmm. Oh yes. Then the two guards have no, not guards, executioners have aimed they're behind like at behind their necks. Sorry, I'm trying to think of this like about this perfectly. Then they aimed like they raised their obliteration cutting swords up, and then they swing at it, and then one swoop decapitated them at the same time, and then they died at the same time. And then and then and then that was and then after that was over, uh Diamond had heard the news about that, and had heard the news about the two of her daughters' deaths, and Diamond was saying, "Well, I hope that they're all right. I mean, I know that my two daughters. At least I've done my best to give my two daughters uh, one of the most merciful executions, or the most merciful execution, or a merciful execution." And yeah, that was it right there. And as the gems have heard about this, then they had celebrated, not in a mean way, but they had celebrated for Diamond that they didn't. Um, Actually, yeah, they sang, and they were glad that it was over. That they were glad it is over. Like they were singing a song, and even possibly Diamond was singing it with them as well. That no, I'm not saying they're cheering her up by saying it's all over. Diamond, she can uh still go back and think about those memories. And as they were singing and having a fun time, like they decided to not a party to celebrate over the two gems deaths, like over Cavalite and Androdite's deaths. They're just having another party, I mean, they're just having a party because they want to, and also just to end the series in a in a good way. Like I mean, a really good way, like a celebration. Like they're doing a celebration while the five gems are singing. And Diamond is not in it. She's just working there. She's not singing with them. I decided to do that. And there you have it. That's the end. That is, and I mean, like that's the end of the whole franchise. I didn't mean to say whole before, but like like for the franchise. I meant, like, you know what I mean. But, um, I don't know why I'm saying whole before end, like before end of the franchise. It's like I was about to say end of the franchise, not end. But that is it, like, for the whole series. And yes, I know that some of you guys think that it is sad, and I will talk about that in the next video. Sorry, you guys, I just have nothing. I just want to say something perfectly and have something to say about this before I cut this video off. So, see you later in the next video when I talk about the stuff about this final season.